We are live.
We're live?
Yes.
Stand for the Lord's Prayer and pledge allegiance. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thine is the kingdom, power, glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
guys, keep standing a second here. I'd like a moment of silence for Patricia Romanowski, who passed away on October 8th from COVID. She was a Shamokin area teacher here for 25 years. I think she was a Spanish teacher. Yes. So I'll need a moment of silence for Mrs. Romanowski. Thank you. Roll call, please.
President, Mr. Persing.
Here.
Vice President, Mrs. Hovenstein. Here. Secretary, Mr. Anderson.
Here.
Treasurer, Mrs. Scandal.
Here.
Mr. Griffiths.
Here.
Mr. Kashner.
Here.
Mr. Shuey.
Here.
Mrs. Smujan.
Here.
Mr. Sosnowski.
Here. Okay. Recognize student accomplishments. Well,
Students of the month are not here this evening, so next month we're working on having a video presentation from the students of the month. So hopefully we'll have that for November meeting.
okay. At this time, we'll take citizens' comments.
Okay,
Wait a couple minutes.
if anybody has comments, please email me at cvenna@indians.k12.pa.us. We'll wait a few minutes and see if anything comes in. Nothing.
Nothing yet?
We'll move on.
On?
Yep.
Okay, work session, Chris.
Just a couple things I want to add before the meeting. I got a short email from a football official. He wrote to us that he officiated the Shamokin area junior high football game against Central Mountain last week, and he wanted to say that Shamokin has a great group of players and coaches. They just go out and play and have fun in the process. I love those types of kids and your coaches, and tell your coach thank you very much. We appreciate to see that. So just wanted to give a plug to our junior high football players and coaches. Head coach is Joe Haddock, and junior high football team is undefeated right now. So congratulations to that group of kids and coaches. I also wanted to mention every month I'm going to try to give a little report on cyber costs. Between, I believe, October 2nd and October 9th, we had 7 more students opt to go to an outside cyber school. And when you project out the amount that's going to cost the taxpayers, that's an additional $105,000. That will bring our total projected outside cyber costs to over $2 million come June 30th of 2021. So we're asking taxpayers, please get out there, reach out to your local legislators, let them know that we have to have cyber charter funding reform. The growing costs that we are seeing are going to force us to continue to raise taxes, cut programs and services for our own students to pay millions of dollars for cyber charter schools. So reach out to your local legislator and hopefully we can get some movement on that. Otherwise, these numbers are going to continue to cripple our budgets. So just wanted to make everybody aware of that.
Okay. Okay, we'll get an old business. I need a motion to approve the board meeting minutes.
Motion.
On a question, all those in favor? Those opposed? Ayes have it. I need a motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Second.
On a question, all those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Ayes have it. I need a motion to authorize the payment of bills.
Motion. Second.
Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein. Yes. Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
A new business. I need a motion to acknowledge the student or staff accomplishments. In the student of the month for September in the middle high school was Cameron Hoover, 7th grade, and Sky Balonis, 11th grade. Our homecoming princess was Rosalind Kane, and our homecoming queen was Diana Martinez. So I need a motion for that, guys.
Motion.
Second.
On a question? Nothing. All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Ayes have it. I need a motion to approve additional revisions to the 2020-21 school calendar.
Motion.
Second.
On a question? Roll call.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
I need a motion to adapt the new and revised policies.
Motion. Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski. Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve amendments to the new story agreements.
Motion. Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the contracts and agreements.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes. I need a motion to approve the settlement agreement with SAEA.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the exoneration request.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
I need a motion to approve the revised phase school reopening plan.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? Roll call, please.
Mr. Sisneski.
Yes.
Mr. Anderson.
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths.
Yes.
Mrs. Havenstein.
Yes.
Mr. Kashner.
Yes.
Mr. Persing.
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal.
Yes.
Mr. Shuey.
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to personnel agenda. I need a motion to approve all personnel items in 8.01 through 8.13 as listed.
Motion.
Second.
On the question? Roll call.
Mr. Anderson,
Yes.
Mr. Griffiths,
Yes.
Mrs. Hovenstein,
Yes.
Mr. Kashner,
Yes.
Mr. Persing,
Yes.
Mrs. Scandal,
Yes.
Mr. Shuey,
Yes.
Mrs. Smoogen,
Yes.
Mr. Sisnowski.
Okay, board members' reports. Anybody have anything to say?
I know this was brought up, we talked about it before, at the football games, the band and cheerleaders, the way they're taking care of their areas of the stadium, cleaning up after themselves. I know it's nice having them participate, and I'm really happy to see them taking care of their areas. I think that's a good showing for our school.
Anybody else have anything to say? Wow. Well, this is when you miss Bob Getry.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. Okay, an executive session was held for personnel issues on Tuesday, October 20th, 2020, from 5:30 PM to 7:30 PM prior to the regular monthly board meeting. Citizens' comments, we didn't have any. I need a motion for adjournment. Second,
Second.
we are adjourned.
End stream?
Yes.
6:07.